Hello, my friends. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in internet land. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where we get together live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. Hello, Gail. Hi, Gloria. Gail, I'm going to see you in a couple minutes practically, right? I'm very excited. Let's do a couple things really quick. This Saturday, June 13th, we are opening up our store because we have a warehouse, but we open up the store every once in a while. This is a special day, though, because it's a Saturday, and I will actually be there demonstrating new products. And I am so incredibly excited. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have drawings. We're going to have awesome prices. Yes, club members, of course, you get your club discount. We're going to have brand new items on flash sale, and we're going to have so much fun. Now, some items, yes, are going to be on the website, but you never know what you might miss. So if you are anywhere in Orange County or Southern California, we hope to see you 9 to 2 p.m. that day, Saturday, June 13th. And also, just a heads up, I will be demonstrating approximately 10-ish. I always like to say 10-ish because I usually walk in at 9:55. I'm going to do a couple shout outs. Hi, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. I'm going to see you pretty soon, right? So we have a lot of people coming in from a lot of places. We have somebody coming from Pennsylvania, from Florida, from Arizona. Where else are people coming from? I don't know. So somebody's going to have to tell me. But I'm very excited. Lots of Californians, obviously. I'm really excited about this Saturday. So I'm hoping you can meet us there. Hi, Betty. Hello there. Hi, Janice. Hello. Hi, Lisa, Billy, Cody. Hello. Hi, Norma. Norma, I wish you could be there too, hon. I understand if you live far away. I totally get it. Hi, Ellen. Hello. Hi, Chris. Hi, Kelly's going to be there. Yep. Hi, Gina in Florida. Hi, Melissa. Hello. Hi, Chris. So I need you all to give us a thumbs up. Hi, Peggy. A thumbs up and a heart and a share and all that good stuff. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, please make sure that you subscribe. There's a little subscribe button there, and click the bell because that's going to give you notifications when we go live. And I'm very excited. Also, not excited, but I need to give you a heads up, and I'm going to warn you at least twice in this video. Our card kit club prices are going up on the 15th of this month. We even have a banner on our website saying, warning, 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 prices are going up. If you join the card kit club now, you will be locked in at the lower price. It is going up more than $10 because if you look at the value is over $100. And every time I kept adding more and more value, I never raised the price. I probably should have raised the price a little bit throughout the years until we get to today, but I just, whatever, I didn't. So we need to make a huge jump on that price. And I want everyone to know right now, get in now before that price goes up, because once you sign up and you stay in the club, your price will never go up. So those of you that are in the club now, you go, ha, 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 I already know, and I am in the club now. So you don't have to worry about the price going up. Denise said she saw the banner and she said, not me, I'm a lifer. Thank you so much. Thank you. Will there be a live card kit reveal on Sunday, June 14th, Gloria? Pretty sure there will be. I think I said yes, right? Didn't I say yes? Yeah, I did say yes. So yes, there will be. We will be doing that, and that will be the last day to get in on a lower price. So if you're not in, you better do it now. Is your store only open at certain times or days? Yes, Emily. So it's really not a real store. It's our warehouse that has a front office that we have as a store. So Ken opens it like every couple months on a Monday. So we do the Saturday store days like once or twice a year. So it's kind of like a big deal. So yes, so we're hoping you can make it on this Saturday. Now, I need to make a card for my nephew. I think I said I was going to give him a card that I made like a couple weeks ago, but I will be honest with you. I've seen him since his birthday, but I have not given him his card yet. So I thought, well, you know what? I should make a new one because I don't know why. I just decided I'm going to make a new one. And I wish I was going to Disneyland on Sunday. I know a lot of you are going to Disneyland on Sunday. So Saturday is the store day. Yes. Sunday, I know a lot of my lifers are going to Disneyland. Unfortunately, I will not be able to. I'll tell you more about it on Monday. When will the next HSN be? July, it's either 13th or 14th. It's the Tuesday. It's the Tuesday, July, either 13th or 14th is the next HSN day. Okay, let is jump. Ruth Debbie says the mouse is calling her. I love that. I love that. I'll be honest. I was really trying to figure out how to go, and then something happened, and now I can't. So I'll tell you more later. So now we're going to jump in, and we're going to make a card for my youngest nephew. And we are going to use quite a few things. I'm hoping this turns out really well because obviously, oh, Jackie wants to know what's in the card kit and how much is it. So Jackie, can you show us the club page real quick, baby? So Ken's going to show that on the screen just so you can see it. The card kit club is a box of goodies every month sent to you. It includes cardstock, a storage envelope, pattern paper pad, regular envelopes to use. It includes all the embellishments. It just includes a lot of awesomeness, right? And an A1 card base every single month. Now, the nice thing about these card kit boxes is one, the value. So there you can kind of see a little bit of if you could scroll just a little bit, there you go. That video above on the club page will explain it more, but that one all the way to the right. So I think, how much is it? Does it say? $42.98.
$42.98.
$42.98. It is going up more than $10 because look at the value. It's over $100 value. That is huge. And I just haven't raised the price because I don't know. And we kind of figured out, whoops, this is not good because we're not going to talk about that. But anyway, we have to raise the price a lot. So it's still going to be an amazing value. Don't get me wrong. But yes, so you will definitely want to, can you go back to me? You'll definitely want to sign up for the club sooner than later for the card kit club because that is going to be really, really important. Now, it's just awesomeness. Let me just tell you, it is definitely awesome. Happy anniversary, Russ. Hello. I'm going to make a card for my, I almost said grandson, not them, for my nephew. This is the card base I'm going to use. It is the Dragonfly. This is an oldie but a goodie because it has a secret weapon inside. If you don't know about our card dies, this is one of them that is an A2 card base that you're going to fall madly, deeply in love with because it cuts the card base perfectly. So there you go. There's the A2 card base. Now, of course, yes, you know me. I'm using my kangaroo pocket. So this one I ended up making probably on a video. Didn't end up using it. So it goes in my kangaroo pocket for another time. But we're not going to use it today. I just wanted to get that out to show you. So what I'm going to do is I am going to die cut this. And I have some colors. I pulled some colors. Let's see, because I have to go boy colors, right? So I grabbed some red, Pacific green, white, all the good stuff. And I did grab this paper pad. It is You're a Cool Friend. It has a lot of the same colors. I'm not necessarily sure I'm going to use it, but I have it if I want it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut the card base. And if you know me at all, you know I am not a big fan of trimmers. I like to just tear the paper. And I know it kind of scares people at first, but in all honesty, you guys, it is so much easier than getting out my trimmer. And that's something that I don't really ever talk too much about. My space here is very, very limited. My table is not that big, I don't have that much space to have everything on my table. Now, back in the day, I used to use my dining room table, and whoa, Nelly, I got to put everything everywhere. But now I'm very limited on my size, so I have to put my trimmer down there. I have to have things underneath. I have to have things behind me. So a lot of you might not have a full craft room, which is totally fine. So maybe you don't want to have to find your trimmer or get it out or anything like that. So how do I trim these cardstocks? I have my cutting pads here, and I am going to trim it. I just held it down and trimmed it against the against the cutting pad. So now I'm going to lay this down a little bit at an angle. There we go. A little bit at an angle. We don't want to run it straight through, right? We always want to be at an angle. And then I'm going to get my second cutting pad, lay that on top, and then I'm going to run that through. And I'm using the Grand Marquis because it's an easy machine. I don't have to worry about platforms and all that good stuff. And then what I have, dun, 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 and it's always better when you say the dun, 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 dun. It just makes life better. I'm kidding, but whatever. So I'm going to put this back because if I don't, I will lose it and I will be sad. And then I'm going to fold it because the score line's already there. Boom. I just made an A2 card base that lines up. Woohoo. And if you don't, and I kind of like was a little snotty about that. And I just kind of messed it up on my, because I did it kind of funny. There we go. Now, if it folds open, like it just like fold only just like that, and you're like, oh, it's not closing, you're going to get a bone folder or an acrylic block, something like that. And you are just going to go whoosh, just like that. And now it's going to stay closed. See how it stays closed? So you don't have to worry about that. So that is my dun, 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 card base. Then we are going to jump in and get one of my favorite dies that, hi, Frank and Sharon. Hello.
That's amazing.
Hi, Catherine in Canada. We are going to use, were you checking this one? This camera. We are going to use this card, the fold it card. It is Hip Hip Hooray. It is a fold it, but I'm probably not going to use it as a fold it. I think I'm going to use it on this card base. So here we go. Hip Hip Hooray. This is what it looks like. Hip Hip Hooray. And it could be a shaped card, but I am going to put it on this card because I want to do something on the inside. So I have this. It has 2 layering dies if you want to do some fun stuff with it. I think I'm just going to use the probably the biggest die and then also the lettering dies. So I'm going to go in my stash of stuff and I want to find some hologram cardstock because, you know, kids like that stuff. I like that stuff. What am I saying? I like that stuff. So why am I not seeing hologram paper? Oh, there it is. Ooh, this one's good. So I have this one. Look how fun that is. And I am going to get, use this one. There we go. Some adhesive sheets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the adhesive sheets on the back. Ready? Peel this off. These sold out on HSN. Peel this off. And the release will be on Saturday, Rochelle. And I'm going to lay that down just like that. Boom, done. That's how easy peasy it is. And so now this whole entire thing is a sticker. And originally I kind of thought I would do the Hip Hip Hooray in that, but I'm worried that's going to like kind of distract. So I'm going to use the biggest die. I'm going to use the biggest shadow die. And I am going to use some Better Than Washi to tape that down because I don't want it to move around and mess up my hologram paper. I put it all the way as close as I could to the bottom so I don't have to worry about wasting. And I'm going to run that through. Did you see what I just did? I just did something and I forget sometimes to talk about this. So the Grand Marquis is not a 9-inch wide machine. It is, I believe it's 7 and I want to say it's 7.5. Let me check. It is 7 1/4 opening, but you can die cut all of my A2 card bases, which is good. So I did something that I don't usually always talk about, so I should. So this cutting pad is a little curved. See how it's a little curved? It happens. These are consumable, meaning they will wear out, right? But to prolong the life of them, I cut them apart. And when it is getting a little curve, see that little curve? I am going to die cut into that curve, meaning my blade is going to touch the curve, okay? So I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. And that's going to help kind of release the pressure that my die cut machine, that my dies and die cut machine are putting on the cutting pads. And it's going to help slowly flatten it a little bit. So there we go. And then what we have is we have our Hip Hip Hooray knot, right? And if I keep doing that, it's going to eventually flatten even more. So I hopefully will remember to keep using that one so I can show you at the end. So of course, this is all nice because this has the adhesive on the back. I do this because, you know, why keep the extra? This goes in my scrap folder that's very special that has the adhesive on the back. And I'm going to do the Hip Hip Hooray. I am looking at this red and I'm just saying, you know what? That needs to be it. So I'm going to grab some more adhesive because there is no way in the world I am going to try to add adhesive to every single of those letters, right? So I am going to take an adhesive sheet. Again, peel here slowly. I'm just going to take that, peel that off. I'm going to turn this upside down on the back, lay that down. Now, learn from my mistakes. Trim your cardstock before you die cut, because if you do not, you will die cut over here and not where you need to. So I'm just going to trim this down. Instead of using my trimmer, trim it down. See how fast that is? Don't be afraid. Just go fast. Just go boom, done. And then we are going to lay this down. So this entire enchilada is all sticker, all sticker. We're going to lay this down and we're going to run this through. Simple, simple. Now, this entire thing is going to be a sticker, which is going to be so fun. There we go. And we're going to bring this over here. And we have our hip, hip, hooray. Now you guys have no idea how much time I spent on getting these letters to be less pieces. So I didn't want you to have to do so many different gluing. I didn't want you to have to glue every single letter together. So whenever possible, I have them connect. So here you have one piece, two, and then look at this. Look at this one I was able to do. I kept the P and the Y together. Isn't that nice? So now you have three pieces for all of those letters. That's all you have to worry about, which makes life easier. If you ask me, I don't know about you, but if I have less letters to worry about and I still get the same effect and the same words, I am happy. So now this is going to go on top of this. And let's see what that's going to start looking like, because we want to make sure it's not too crazy. I think that's going to look great, you guys. I really think that's going to look great. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that. And look, even the dots on the eyes are already connected. Because seriously, less is more, right? The less you have to deal with, the better. So I'm just peeling that all off. Now this entire thing is sticky, right? It's a sticker. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere just one of the letters. There we go. Start over here. I'm going to start with the H in hooray. I'm just going to take my time, take a second, and I'm just going to line this up. So I have the H there, and I kind of do like one letter at a time. I just go a little slower than I normally do because I want to make sure that I'm getting things where they're supposed to be. There's the O. Sometimes it kind of tries to stretch on you, but the shadow die will tell you, no, 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 that needs to go over there. The A needs to come over here. Then we're going to lay that down, get that H over there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now, I just have two more to put on, which is so nice instead of doing seriously every single letter. And then I'm going to lay this down right there. Yeah, one of my goals is always to see how many little amount of pieces I can make the die words. But sometimes it doesn't like make sense to make them connect. So you have to like kind of fudge it a little and stuff like that. But I think I did a pretty good job on this one because that's only 3. I like that. And now I'm going to lay that Y down. And what I'm going to, you guys, I'm excited about what I'm going to do on the inside of this card. I'm decorating the inside of the card too. So here I have my hip, hip, hooray. Look how fun that hologram paper is. I love that. And this is going to go on the front of my card. So that's pretty good start, right? Hip, hip, hooray. But I'm going to do something. Oops, I have this upside down. I am going to do something on the inside also. And I'm still debating. Okay, I was going to make this a stand-up, but no, I don't want to make it a stand-up because there's a reason. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to, you know what, did I add adhesive? I did add adhesive. Usually I don't do it on big pieces like this, but I did. So we're just going to peel that off. Now, these adhesive sheets, I finally got to demo them on HSN and they sold out because those of you that are new to HSN new to Stamps of Life might not have seen these and they sold out. So let's add this. We're going to try to get it as straight on there as we can because remember, it's A2 in size. Push that down just a little. There we go. Hip, hip, hooray. Now, what are we going to do on the inside? Are you ready for this? We are going to get out Ready, ready, ready. Wait for it, wait for it. I know a lot of you already have these, the birthday numbers. Let me just tell you, I use these birthday numbers way more than I ever expected I would. Way more, like a lot. So if you're hesitating, I recommend like you get like 2 or whatever. If you don't already have them, I know a lot of you already have them. So you're like going, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm telling you guys, I use these all the time. Now, what size are these? Because I know somebody's going to ask. Let me look. So I'm going to use 13 because he turned 13. So this is about 3 and what is that? A little over 3.5. A little over 3.5. And so what we're going to do with this is I have my 13 and let me see. I'm looking, I got a hair. I am looking at this saying, okay, what colors do I want to do on the inside? I did pull green and I have white. I'm thinking, ooh, I really like the red. You know, boys like red and blue boys like, right? Oh, I did want to add some green because I didn't want to turn this into a 4th of July card, red, white, and blue. So I'm probably going to use red and green on the inside. And I will die cut the shadow dies out of the green, and we're going to trim this down. So I will die cut. Let's do it this way. So what my thought process here is make it smaller so I have a bigger piece later. I was going to do it like this, but then my piece is starting to get small. So I'm going to lay it like that. I'm going to trim it down so it'll go through the machine easily. And then I am going to lay this down. I'm going to add my Better Than Washi so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. And then for the red, look at this. Remember, I kept this and this has the adhesive on the back. One of these numbers is going to actually fit on there. Oh, actually, maybe not. But you know what? These in reality do not need adhesive on the back because they are so large. So we're going to add, let's do the one down here. And we'll do the 3 up here to make sure we have room because we might have to, I think we'll be okay. And again, I'm going to trim these down. Now, this is obviously a little bit too much for my cutting pad. So I'm going to trim it down. Now, if you have any questions, I'm not able to look at the chat, but I'd be happy to answer them near the end. I try to glance up and look at the chat. Sometimes Ken sees some of the questions, but he has to do 10 other things back there. So sometimes he can't. So I'm running this through the die cut machine and I'm really excited about what this is going to look like. And I am going to pop this out. And I just realized I forgot to do something that I wanted to do. So we're going to see what we can do about that. So there is my 13. Look how large and in charge. I love that. Now, really, I could use this one, right? I could use these. This is the shadow dies. If I wanted just bolder numbers, I could just use these and not worry about the little insides, right? But I'm going to use the insides because I want the layering die. So here I have the 1 and the 3, and I pulled out, and I am going to try to use this. I pulled out my stencil folder, and those of you that are waiting for extra stencil folders coming soon to a theater near you, coming very, very soon. Where's my metal? Where is it? It's usually right there. What? Ugh. Okay, I don't know what happened. So I am going to get out. I have some of the stencils in here. I took this on HSN. I'm going to grab this one. This has the little presents on it. And I was going to use my metal board, but I don't know what happened to it, which is odd. Usually that really doesn't move. And so we are going to get some scratch cardstock, try to use it over and over again. And I am going to lay that down. And you know what I'm going to also do? I'm going to temporary tape that. So what I'm going to do, normally I would do this before I die cut. I forgot. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of adhesive to the back so they don't move around. Okay, there we go. There we go. And what we're going to do is we are going to take our gift stencil, and I'm really going to focus on the little ones because those are really going to make it show, better or better. And I don't want to go crazy with it. So I'm still going to do red. I'm not going to, I'll do strawberry. I don't want it to be like in your face type stuff, but I want to be able to see it. So I am going to focus just on the one, and I'm really going to focus just on the little presents. So there we have a little present, and I'm going to move this one over just a little, and then we're doing this one. Get that one in there. And then we got that. Then we're going to do this little one right there. That's probably the easiest one to do because it's by itself. So normally I use the whole thing, but because I just have a couple little spots that I want to do, I'm just doing it like this. And I really want to focus on those little presents. Now I'm going off the edge here because you don't want to just have them all perfect because that kind of makes it look weird. So go off the edge on some of them just to make it look more, you know, organic, I guess is a good word for that. So I'm just adding that just like that. Look at this. Ready? Whoa, that looks awesome. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 13. I'm sorry, the 3. And hopefully I can get a couple in there. Look, I can get 2 of them in there at one time. So we're going to add that one. Kind of got over on the other one. That's okay. And we're going to add this one. And we got that one. So we're going to grab this. Let's grab this one. It's easier. Grab this one. Add that. So I'm just adding little presents to this. Now, do I have to do that? Absolutely not. But it's going to just add another layer of the card. And it just makes it even more like, you know, something to look at. Extra interest, right? That's never hurt anybody. And it's fun. So we're going to add it there. And let's see. Dun, dun, up here. We'll get the bottom of one up here. And you guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am about Saturday. We're going to have so much fun. There we go. And again, if you're new to Stamps of Life and you want to stop by, please do. If you're like, oh, I'm by myself, I don't want to go, please still come. I guarantee you will meet a new friend. You will meet a new friend. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So we're putting our lid on because you know what? If we don't, we will put our hand in it. And we do not want that. So now I have my 13. Now I will go and find a baby wipe for that, but later. And now I'm going to take this. And remember, I just barely tacked it down just a little tiny bit. And we're going to grab these. Now I'm going to add adhesive for real. I'm just going to add our tape runner. And we're going to grab the one. Now, I am a little concerned this is looking like Christmas, right? Oh, we don't want to look like Christmas. But it's going to be on a blue card. So that's going to take away the Christmas look. And I don't think I'll have to worry. Okay, so there we go. Now I have my 13. Again, it does look a little bit like Christmas, but we will make sure it doesn't. Now what we're going to do is we are going to find some, I think we're going to use this one. Let me see if I have the other one that I was thinking of. Handy dandy, probably not. So let's look at this one. We're going to use the largest. Let's see. No, I'm not feeling that one. Hang on. Let's check. Circles. See, I have a lot of circles. I just got to find the right one. Circles. This one's probably, that's the other one. Okay. Stitched, decal. Gosh, we used to have one, and you know what? It might be discontinued. So maybe that's why I don't have it. We used to have one that looked more like a star circle. Okay, second choice. Ooh, this one's going to be kind of fun. Oh gosh, I hope this one's still in stock. I better not use that one because I don't think it's in stock anymore. Okay, I don't want to do the scallops after all because it's supposed to be a boy. So we're going to use this one. And we are going to get, I think I'm just going to use blue because that is the inside of the card. So here we go. Let's go back to our card. The inside of the card is blue, right? And so what we're going to do is we are going to die cut the blue. Let's find some cards. Oh, we got to get a new piece. So we are going to find that, and we're just going to let's trim this down right there. And there we go. And then we are going to die cut that. And because I have such a smaller spot, I'm just going to die cut it like that. So I'm going to do these off-centered so I have less going through the machine. And so I'm going to run this through just like that. So I am just seriously, you guys, cutting out a circle. And there we go. Kenny, are you catching those questions? I saw like 2 questions. And now I have that circle. And I am going to add these. Now you're not going to be able to see, the circle very much. And that's kind of like expected. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this and we're just going to go kind of like, let's see, I want it to fill up the whole enchilada. So I think like right like that. So I am going to add adhesive. I got to make, okay, hang on. Let's do it. I don't have, okay, let's do this. So I want to make sure I don't add adhesive over here. So I'm going to add adhesive here. That's going to go on top of the circle. And now I'm going to add that back right there. So I'm going to line that up, make sure that it looks pretty good. I got to look at the camera so I can see better. And then I'm going to add the one. Now, why is she putting that on a circle, right? Like why, oh, why is she putting that on a circle? Well, let me show you. There we go. I think that's probably pretty good. Yes. So the reason I did that, it's on a, oops, and I got a little bit of adhesive on the back. So what is she going to do? What am I going to do? Because I don't want to accidentally I don't want to accidentally glue my card together. I am going to get baby powder. Where is my baby powder? I feel like things are missing all of a sudden. It's usually seriously like right here. I always keep it right here. And it is not crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me go under here. Nope. Ah! That's insane. So you can also just kind of like, I stick it to my clothes or something. I'll just put on my clothes a second because we don't want it to glue our card shut. So now what we're going to do to the back of this blue is I am going to grab, and I know I pulled one out. I know I did. If not, we'll just grab another one. I am going to use one of the wobbles. So this is a wobble. I don't use wobbles very often. So look at that. Woo. And it doesn't look like much here, but wait just a second and you will see. Now, I get the question a lot. Does it matter which side glues to which side? No, it does not. It does not matter. So I'm going to peel this up just like that. And I'm going to, we can go ahead and just adhere that one. So it's going just right in the middle. This is the larger one. It doesn't matter that it's crooked. That's okay because it's not going to matter. And then we're going to peel this up. There we go. And now, whoa, don't do it upside down. Now what we're going to do is we are going to lay that down right there and press. So now when he opens it, look, whoa, it's going to, hang on. Why is it not? There we go. It's going to wobble. Look at how cute that is. So he's going to open this up, hip, hip, hooray. And it is going to give him a nice, he's going to go, whoa, that's going to fall out. And I'm like, no, it's not going to fall out. It's on a wobble instead. Look how cute that is. Isn't that fun? Now, I will write a message up here for him, and we're going to have time at the end for a lot of questions. So I will write the message here. I'm going to include some money because that's very important. Now, I do have a personalized stamp that is brand new, but it does not fit for this card, so I cannot use it. I will put it over there. Somebody has to remind me that it's right in this box, so I will use that another time. In the meantime, we will find another one, and let's see. Let's find another one. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, here we, oh, you know what? We don't make those anymore. Oh, look, this is cute. This is a good one. This is an oldie but a goodie. This one, let's find a block. And Kenny, are you finding questions that I can answer?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to give a whole rundown of this weekend when you finish because things are different this weekend. So we'll just have to go through that.
So we're going to ink this up. And we are going to be very careful because the background is a little wonky, right? So we're going to even put this in there because I have that little wobble in there. So we're going to add that really quick. And we're going to press. And it says, I made this card just for you. Do you know why? Because you are worth it. Hugs, Stephanie. So that's a perfect one. That's a perfect one. I'll read it again. I made this card just for you. Do you know why? Because you are worth it. Hugs, Stephanie. So that's a good one. Now, here we go with our card. This one. Here we go. Look at that. I love that hologram. Isn't that awesome? Hip, hip, hooray. Then you're going to open it up and look at that 13. It's just like, whoa. And you can I hope you can see on camera the presents that are on that 13, but it just adds a little something. And look at how cute that is. And then of course my personalized stamp on the back. Now, I also, you know what? It's because, okay, so this says hip, hip, hooray, right? I also pulled a stamp set and I was kind of thinking because hip, hip, hooray, happy birthday, that kind of rhymes. So I was kind of thinking hip, hip, hooray, yay, it's your birthday, because that like really kind of like rhymes, right? And if it doesn't, we're still going with it. So I'm going to, and what set is this? This is the lots of birthday to stamp. Lots of birthday to stamp. And we're just going to grab that other block and we're going to add this. And we are going, oh, what happened to my ink pad? Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. And what we're going to do is we are going to add this to the top. And I should be using my secret weapon. Why am I not? I'm going crazy. Push down. There we go. Oh, good. Still not perfect because I didn't have my secret weapon, but good enough. Yay. It's, oh, you can't see. There you go. Yay, it's your birthday. There we go. So now, hip, hip, hooray. Yay, it's your birthday. 13. Look at that. That is done. Call that one done. My friend, so can you fix my comments, please? If you have any questions right now is a very good time to ask a question. I will talk more about our store day that's coming up. We are in Laguna Hills, California. That is halfway between San Diego and LA. We are about 40 minutes away from Disneyland. So I know a group of people are going to Disneyland the next day because there's quite a few of you that are flying in. Now, I have a couple rules about Saturday. Number one, you'll be wearing a name tag, but I need you to remind me how I know you. So if you have a different handle on that I see every time you do every time you do a post on the chat, tell me in person. Just say, hey, I am birthday 123 or whatever, just so I can put the dots together, right? Because it's going to be a fun, crazy day, but I want to make sure that everyone tells me who they are so I can acknowledge that, right? I'm very excited about that. And I'm excited just to see everybody. It's going to be tons of fun. The hours that day are 9 to 2. I'm going to be demonstrating at 10 a.m. I'm going to be demonstrating at 10 a.m. Now, we're going to be doing a chat contest. And what the chat contest is going to be, were the golf carts reordered? Yes, they were reordered. Absolutely.
They're back in stock.
Oh, they're back in stock. Boom, done. What's the difference between Saturday release and Sunday release? The Saturday release is the Sunday release early. The Saturday release.
You need to explain.
The Saturday release is the Sunday release early because we thought it was way too much to do a release on the 13th and then a release late on the 14th. That would be like it would mess with my brain too much. Okay. So the release on Saturday morning is also the same release for Sunday night, just early. So it's the 15th release, a day early. And the card kit is still going to be shown live on video on Sunday night, but the release on Saturday morning. So those of you that are waiting for the 15th release, it will be,
Get to start shopping early.
yes, it'll be a day early, Saturday morning. Okay, I hope that makes
You
sense.
won't have to wait as long.
Yes, you
Good.
won't have to wait as long. Linda, we do have a military stamp set that is like the thank you to the troops. Like people like that. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. Yes, so Sunday night I will be live on video, live on the computer, showing you the new card kit.
That was a question. Do you happen to have a card kit that you can show? Let's see. They were just wondering what you get in, or if you want to explain what comes in the card kit, that would be good.
Can you hand me that one?
No, there's none. None of those are.
You're sure none of those are?
No.
I usually have two,
I know.
and they're.
I went through them.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Sorry, I don't have one. So what it is it's a box of goodies. It's one of these boxes. And let me tell you, it is filled with yummies. You can open it up. And inside, that's it. Isn't that it?
No, that's the one that's coming up.
Oh, that's the new one. Okay. Sorry, we can't show you the new one. But it comes with, are you releasing special products from the show? From the show. What show? Ooh, what show? I don't know. So it comes, oh my goodness, now they're all falling. It comes with, I think, 12 pieces of cardstock. It comes with a handy dandy storage envelope. It comes with regular A2 envelopes. It comes with usually, you know what? I only have the new stuff. I can't show you the new stuff. It has like stickers. It has usually like rubber charms or something, a ribbon spool. The nice thing about all of it, it's over $100 value. The nice thing about it is everything in the box, you can grab a box and know everything in it is all color coordinated. Because when we give you our paper pads, let me find a paper pad. When we give you our paper pads at the very bottom, and this was by customer request, at the very bottom, it says the colors that are in the kit and in this paper pad. So then you are going to be able to know that everything in the box coordinates with the paper pad. And I say paper pad, but let me be honest, you guys, listen to this. It's not paper. This is one sheet. That's not paper. If I did that to paper, hang on, I wish I had a piece of paper here that I could, here's a piece of paper. Listen to this piece of paper. This is way louder and thicker, way louder and thicker. And it color coordinates with everything else in the kit. So if you grab this kit, you know you're good to go, right? Because a lot of times you want to create, but you don't necessarily feel creative, right? So if you grab one of these boxes, you know that everything goes together. And there are a couple ideas in the box on a postcard. There's also other ideas on our gallery. And you can have fun with that. Now, if you're like, still on the fence, I understand, that's fine. The monthly commitment is only 3 months. After 3 months, if you are unsatisfied, you may cancel at any time. Now, if you cancel and then we raise the price, because we're raising the price on the 15th of this month. So if you sign up now, you get the lower price locked in. You're grandfathered in, you're locked in, it's not going to go up. But if you are in for 3 months and then you say, it's not for me, and you cancel, if you decide to re-sign up, this happens a lot, you guys. If you decide to re-sign up, you're now going to pay the new price. Okay? You will have to pay the new price. So be very careful. We have a lot of people that for some reason they'll just say, I'm going to cancel. and then they see the newest set and they're like, I gotta just sign up again. So like they were canceled for 2 weeks and then they come back, which is not really good because then you lose out on your club points and all that good stuff. And then you lose those months, the credits for those months to get your anniversary gift certificates. Because in the card kit, if you stay in for a full year on your anniversary month, you get a $25 gift certificate to our website. Also, Paula wants me to tell you, yes, that is true. If you are in one of the other clubs, the Die Hard Club or the Fold It Club, you save an extra $5 on the card kit. It's seriously, I am like losing money. You guys have no idea, but it is what it is. So that's why I've been warning everybody that the 15th, it is going up more than $10 because I need to make a couple dollars on this and I'm not right now, but that's neither here nor there. That's why I'm telling everybody now, if you're interested, it's not a year commitment. It's only 3 months, but just be warned, if you do cancel, it'll be the higher price later. Gloria wants me to remind you to like and share. Yes, please. Please like and share. Also, we are going to do our chat contest. This is for everyone. If you've never purchased from us, I still want you to answer in the chat. If you're brand new and you just ran across this video, I want you to answer in the chat. Everybody has a chance to win. No purchase necessary. What the question is when I ask the question, you're going to type it into the chat. We are going to randomly pick 3 winners. We're going to randomly pick 3 winners, and it could be you. There's no wrong answer. So my question to you is, which club is your favorite? Is it the Stamp Club, the Die Hard Club, the Fold It Club, or the Kit Club? Now, if you're not in any of the clubs, that is okay. You still can add into the chat. You can just go to the club page and say, ooh, I really like the Fold It Club, or, oh, I really like this club. A lot of people are already saying the Fold It. Yeah, Fold It. I know. Fold It Club. I know. Seriously. If I could only be in one, well, I don't know, because I go back and forth, you guys. I really do. But I'm telling you, shaped cards. So, for example, this was a shaped card that I used on the front. So go ahead, and you know what? It might send you a direct message because if you use one of the special ones. Sea Beach says the whole enchilada. The whole enchilada or Diamond Club means everything, which I get it. Ruth Debbie said all of them. Thank you. Ruth Debbie's awesome because she sells her cards and makes tons of money. So if you cut, Ruth Debbie's going to be at the store day on Saturday. Please, if you are even a little bit interested in selling your cards to your friends and family and neighbors and church people and everything, everywhere, please ask Ruth Debbie any questions you have. She is the master at making money off of her card creations. Card Kit and Die Hard. Die Hard, I'm seeing a lot of. Card Kit. The Whole Enchilada Club. I know. See, you guys, I did want to name it the Whole Enchilada Club. It's really the Diamond Club. But I was a little concerned on spelling enchilada each time. So I was like, I can spell diamond for sure. So Amy says, I belong to all of them, but the Kit Club is my favorite. I love it. I love it. And if you're not in a club, that's okay, Elba. You're still entered into the chat contest. That's okay. It's still okay. Let's see. Oh, Cheryl says the Die Hard. Gloria says diamond. I love you. Saturday. Big day. Big day at Stamps of Life. Saturday. Gina says diamond. I know diamond's like, it's like the cream of the crop, right? Now, after we get those notes in, also, if you're watching this on replay, please type into the comments replay, just because we like to see, oh, so-and-so watched the replay, or, oh, she watched the replay, or he watched the replay. We just like to see. It's just fun for us to see. So please type the replay. And please make sure you give us a thumbs up and a heart and a share. When you do that, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but when you do that, you are telling YouTube and you are telling Facebook, you are telling Instagram, hey, this is a good thing. This is a good video. Show it to other people. And that's kind of what it does. It uses the algorithm, which is a word I never thought I would ever say again once I got out of geometry. That's geometry, right, Kenny? Algorithm? I don't even know math. I'm not the math girl. Gail, you're a math girl. Is Nancy here? Nancy's a math girl too. Is algorithm what part of math is it in? So statistics, I did not take statistics. Now, I'm asking the chant contest, so I already did that. Now is a good time if you have any questions you've ever wanted to ask. Now is a time for you to ask them. I will answer pretty much anything that's not math related because I just got through saying I'm not much of a math person. And where does this go?
I want to mention that at the store today, there will be a few surprise items
that I don't even know about.
Yeah, that will eventually come to the website, but they will be only in store.
That is true.
And then when you arrive at the store, of course, there's like free admission and free parking and all that stuff. But when you come in, you're going to want to get a raffle ticket because we have some prizes to give away. So when Stephanie's finishing up that demo, if you are live at the store day event, you will have a chance to win a nice little extra prize too. I've got quite a few of them. Yay. So that will be fun. And then we're going to, after we shop and demo and all that stuff, if you're in person, we're just going to hang out and have some fun. And then I'm going to make you guys all help me clean up the place. And then we'll call it a wrap.
Yeah.
But it will be lots of fun. So I hope you can join us. If you haven't come before, we always say this is a chance to catch up with your old friends and to make some new friends too. So it will be fun. Even if you have never met anybody in person, you will have fun.
Yes. And let me just tell you that we get that. People tell us that all the time, that they were a little nervous to come because, you know, they're by themselves. They don't know anybody in their area that crafts. And you will meet someone that you love, that you fall in love with. I've had so many people say, oh my goodness, I met so-and-so and now we're going to get together and craft next month or whatever. Is that awesome or what? Right? Because there's more people that craft than you realize. And you guys, I'm just going to tell you, there are people that do not craft or have like any crafting hobbies at all. I do not comprehend that in my brain because I'm like, then what do you do? Because all I can think about are all the things I want to do. Like I know I've talked about getting a laser someday when I grow up, or getting a 3D printer someday when I grow up, or just like everything. There's so many hobbies that are out there and people don't do any of them. I think what we need to do is convince these people to try paper crafting, card making, because it really is. I know there's a lot of hobbies out there, but it really is not that expensive. Now, I know for us, we kind of go a little crazy, but to start, you could start with very minimal amount of things. Now, if you wanted to, let's say, quilt, you must pretty much buy, well, fabric, of course, but you'd have to buy a sewing machine. You know, that's like a big thing. You don't have to have a die cut machine to make cards. So just saying. Question with the store. Dawn, what was the question? Oh, is it geometry? Oh, Linda's talking about math. I did ask that question. Yeah, there was so much. Dawn, post your question again because I'm going to try to look. Able to make the store if we could get a special surprise in our order. Yeah, Margaret, I'm sorry. We do a lot of freebies, but mostly usually in December or in the clubs. Is it normal for the big shot to bend the dies? No. Now, if they do bend, it's like, okay, so sometimes like here's one. So I know sometimes a die will bend in any machine, right? In any machine. Sometimes you just never know. There could be whatever reason. How far is the store from the airport and hotel? Rochelle, I don't know what hotel everyone's staying at, but the airport, if you fly into John Wayne or Santa Ana Airport, is Orange County Airport, 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Will there be enough embellishments for us? The card kit embellishments will not be at the store day. So that's only online because that's the 15th. Linda, I know. I'm wondering where the dog is. It's a little scary. Okay, so bent dies. So is it normal for a die cut machine, any die cut machine, to bend dies? Usually not. Sometimes it might get a little bowed because of your cutting pads. Sometimes. But a lot of times people get nervous. You just keep in mind that sometimes I go like this with my dies when I'm talking, and like, oh, can you see it? Look how much I'm bending that die. Like they're pretty flexible. So if it accidentally bends, I know sometimes the post office bends them. Like so here, let me go to 3. So here I just bent this one on purpose. Can you see the bend? See that bend on there? Let's say your machine did it or the post office did it or whatever. You guys, seriously, you just bend it back. It's I know that scares people. Is it going to break? I think in my whole entire lifetime of using wafer thin dies, I think I've only had one break. So they're pretty look, I mean they're pretty durable. So they're pretty awesome. But yes. Oh yes. Seriously, is that Sue? Sue, you do need to think about the Fold It Club. And if you join all the clubs, you get an extra 5% discount. Or maybe you get that already. I don't remember. You guys, we have so much. Sorry. I'm trying to. Diamond Club is the greatest one to be in. Thank you, Gloria. Trisha said, can we pick up our card kit on Saturday if we are a member? I am sorry, Trisha, you cannot. Because the credit cards don't run until Monday morning. And I know you're saying, but I'm good for it. And I know you are. But we do get decliners, and it won't work in our system, if that makes sense. Because Ken prints when the charges go through, Ken prints the labels, and it's like a whole thing. You'd think it would be okay, but I'm sorry, it's not. Oh, Rochelle's saying, Debbie, we need to, the two of you need to carpool to the store. There you go. There you go. Ruth Debbie says the hotel is only 5 minutes away from the store. So it apparently, I think on the fan page, you guys got together and got a hotel place to hang out, which is so. See, you guys, community. That is awesome, right? Like, I'm telling you guys, please, I am begging you. You don't even you don't have to buy anything to come to the store. If you are watching this and you are anywhere near the store, please just come and meet us. Please, 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 please come meet the lifers that are going to come. Get it, stamps of life, lifers. Yeah, kind of cool, kind of good. Frank and Sharon says they love being in all the clubs, but they don't think the mailman is impressed. Yeah, I know, is that crazy? Okay, Kenny, do you have some winners for us?
Yes, we have 3 winners tonight.
Are you going to switch to you or no?
Yeah, might as well. Okay, our 3 winners. Congratulations to all of you. Our first one is at Ginger Lily 60 on YouTube, and she says you can't beat the Fold It Club. No. And then our next winner is also from YouTube. It's Cheryl Caro 6425, and she likes the Fold It Club. And then our last winner, I'm hoping I have this one right because I don't know where the breakoff is in the
name versus
yeah, Luba Bailey CZ69 on YouTube. She likes the Fold It Club as well. So there are our 3 winners tonight, and thanks everybody for participating in the chat. So congratulations, winners. And how do they get their prize, Stephanie?
So you are going to email Faylene at info@thestampsoflife.com. Now, can I just tell you, I always say, oh, you should be getting that later this week or maybe Monday. Sometimes Kenny forgets to give her the information for her to show that it was you. So sometimes it's not till Wednesday of next week, but eventually you will get it. Okay. Any other questions that I could answer? I'm really hoping to see a lot of you at the store day. Keep in mind, if you're not able to come to the store day, we are doing the 15th release, not the kit club though. Sorry, not the kit club. Kit club, it has to be separate. We're doing the 15th release on Saturday. So there's not going to be 2 big releases because that would just be even more nutty than anything, right? Yes, Faylene will be at the store day. Yes, she will. If we join the Fold It today, will we get the hamburger Fold It? Yes, you will. If you join the Fold It today, you will get the hamburger Fold It, which is really fun, huh? That's the one I was going to give to my nephew, but I like the Hip Hip Hooray better because the 13 moves, you guys. Like, that's too cool. Let's see. Are there any other questions? Questions. I love questions. Lots of scraps here. Any other questions? When will the next color and class be coming out? Class is not on the schedule yet at all. We were going to do another color. Was it this month? I think we have to push it to next month because it got added to the calendar and Ken's like, we haven't packed it yet, which they've been busy. So it might be next time. Will Honey Bear be at the store? I wish. Honey Bear is a wild Indian. And I'm not allowed to say that because that's now no longer politically correct. But I think we're all pretty much from the same generation. She's a wild Indian. And she does come down, which I'm a little concerned because it's been very, very quiet. And the last time it was very quiet, she tore open one of our old cushions from outside. Luckily, it was an old one. I know, Fring and Chair, we're going to miss you, but I totally understand you can't come to this one. So we are going to try to do it a live. What is it called? A live what? At the store day?
A live stream.
A live stream.
Which is a demo live stream.
Yes, we're going to try.
Do our best. I have everything hooked up. So just pray for good internet.
Yeah, that it's honestly, you guys, it comes down to
Saturday
that.
It should work.
It comes down to that. I mean, everybody on the weekends are watching their Netflix and their everything. What?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Not around the warehouse because it's like a business area.
Linda, you're right. She says all those people would be too much stimulation for Honey Bear. Yes, Quilty. Kenny wrote it down, my love, for her. Pray for her daughter. Okay. Have you ever thought about bringing back triplets? Actually, interesting question. There was two things about the triplets. I came out. I'm working on a set that's like the triplets, and I'm like, wait, this is a triplet. Olga says, if we join the kit club, do we get the new one or the one on the website? You would get the one that's on the website first. Yes, you would get that one. And then on Monday, we will ship the new one. Teresa says she loves the triplets. What's funny though, is they popped up somewhere. I don't remember. I don't know. It was funny, but they popped up. But I have something that's similar. We won't call it triplets just because, bad juju, but we'll call them something. I think the ones I'm working on right now are going to be considered triplets, which is fun. Quilty, a lot of people are saying they're going to pray for your daughter, which is awesome. Okay. Any other questions? What is a triplet? I know, Jeannie, right? So years ago, feels like 100 years ago now, I used to design for Sizzix. And I came out with a line of dies that had like a shadow die, a regular die, and a die that would go on top of the regular die, if that makes sense. So there are a lot of triplets on our website. They're just not called triplets, and I don't call it out and say, hey, this is like a triplet. So triplet was like a thing. The reason why I came out with triplets was we also at the same time came out with some release paper that was like carbon paper, if that makes sense. And yeah, it was a whole thing, but we don't have those.
Why did you say it was bad to say triplets? Afraid you're gonna have triplets or something?
No, it was from Sizzix, and I said that's bad juju.
Okay, I didn't get it.
You don't remember any of that?
No, I locked it all out.
That is a good thing. Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yes, we let it go. It's all good. Let's see. Any other questions, my loves? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. Trying to figure that out. Now, on Monday, remind me to tell on my No Makeup Monday, remind me to tell you what I didn't want to tell you at Crafting Corner. Makes no sense. And I'm going to forget because sometimes I said that last time and I forgot. But this one I will remember because it's kind of it's the reason I can't go to Disney. So now okay. What are you laughing about? The suspense on making something so silly?
No, the reason you can't go to Disneyland.
Oh. Can't make this stuff up. Anyway, okay. Are we good? I think we're good. I'm very excited about Saturday. Please try to come. How do you store your yummies? Good question, Debbie. Good question. I'm glad I caught that. We have a new way. I have a new way. And I'm very excited about it. So I took it on HSN. I don't know if you can still get them on HSN. If not, eventually we'll have them on our website. But let me go to 3. Let me get my scraps out of the way. So these are our new embellishment folders. I named mine. So this one's just flowers, I hope, because now I'm going to open it. It comes naked, and you can print these off of our website. This is free to print off. So it comes with folders, and you get these on HSN right now, but we will have them soon on our website. So here we have flowers. These have like little pockets. So this is a 4 pocket, but really it's an 8 pocket because they're double-sided. It's separate pockets. Here's the 2 pockets. Here is the big pocket. So there's a big pocket, but again, it's 2 pockets. And they have flaps. Now, if you don't want the flaps, if they get in your way, you can tuck them in and use them that way. I'd love to hear about from you guys that have gotten the new embellishment folders. But for me, it is so nice to be able to see. So all my diamonds are over here. This is not flowers. I need to fix that. But I have my puppy stickers, and you can organize it. I have my really fancy yummies over here, and they are awesome. I'm really excited about these. So we will eventually have refills and more folders on our website. Yeah, and this one doesn't even have, I haven't even printed it off yet. So this is what it looks like when you get it. You get to drop in something right there. But oh, Sharon says she loves her embelly folder. I love that. Yes, I know Paula said she needs new pages. I know. I'm all of a sudden questioning, can you write that down to send me a reminder email to check on that order? Because I don't know the embellishment folders. Yeah. And then my stencils are very, very similar. They're in a flatter book, and I don't know how many pages it has. These are fixed, and it's nice and thin. But both of these, my friends, see, I have them labeled stencils and epoxy dots. Both of these will fit in our fabric boxes. I did that on purpose. Also, that will fit in the fabric boxes are all of our little cases. This one has the felt flowers in it. These all fit in the boxes on purpose. So I hope you guys love. Now, remember when I took those bows and stars on HSN? I hope you liked those because more are coming. Yes, just saying. Okay, you guys, I need to get out of here. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm very excited about Saturday. I hope you can all make it. Make sure you do something crafty today, and God bless you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.